Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome in if you are new. Everyone voted for a farm plot decoration speed build, so let's jump right in. Today we are going to create a cottagecore farm in the peaceful meadows. We will include Mickey's house in this build. I will be using the apple trees in this build, so I'm going to set them next to Mickey's for now. We will start by clearing the area and with tree placement, and I won't use too many trees in this build because we want to utilize most of the space for the farming plots. Decorating is trial and error, so I'm just kind of moving things around to see if I can envision them there for, later. While we are testing things out, I do want to talk about two confirmed characters coming to the game in the first half of 2023. So Simba and Mirabel are confirmed, and it's also looking like we are getting a princess. My guess is Cinderella after those two are released. What are you most excited for from the update news? Let me know down below in the comments. I'm going to dig an 8x6 plot here, a small 4x3 plot next to the pond, and a 6x6 plot on the other side of Mickey's. We will add in another larger plot, but I first want to play around with the path before doing so. Here is the overview of what the plots look like. I'm going to extend the path from our autumn core build like so, and today we will be going for more of a straight looking pathway with no rock outline, and that is to keep this build practical for farming and harvesting. After we complete the path outline, we will focus on the items that are already intended for this build. So I will line up the apple trees and rotate them. Next, we will add in some white fencing here and there to give a cottagecore vibe to our farm. The white fencing goes well with Mickey's house and his overall color palette. Once this build is complete, you will see how cute it looks with all of the elements in place. I will also add in a few trees to our backdrop and also to add depth to our build. I'm using the maple trees and the birch trees. Now we will finish our last plot by digging a larger 10x6 space. Depending on the area that you are placing your plots in, you can adjust the width and the height to what is appropriate to you. I'm pretty set on money right now in this game, so I'm choosing smaller plots which make for a cute aesthetic, and also it leaves more room for me to decorate. If your primary focus right now is to make a lot of money from pumpkins, I highly suggest doing like 10 by 10 so you know that you are getting at least 100 pumpkins to sell. Next, I'm going to extend the path in front of Mickey's to the left to create a walkway to our smaller garden. I will also extend the walkway under our larger farm plot so that I will be able to connect the area next to it eventually. There really hasn't been any news in the update specifically on whether or not they will be increasing the item limit, and you can see if you look above in the top right corner that I'm pretty much at my limit. I had to go through and I had to clean my valley about 3 or 4 times during this build just so that I could make room to decorate. Now it's time to start adding in some furniture. I will add in a mixture of the hay bales, the fallen log perch, a signpost to the glade, and Anna's picnic set, which was basically made for a farmcore look with the red plaid cloth. I'm also adding in the rustic case, some trellises, the broken barrel, a wooden bench, flower boxes, crates, a water bucket, the heavy wooden table, the brown retro portable radio, and a couple wooden lamp posts. If you are enjoying your time with me today, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel to help my channel grow. You can turn on notifications so you don't miss my next speed build. I have also linked my Discord server into the description down below. It's called Cozy Dreamlights, and you can share your builds here, chat with others who play, and also ask for help in the help section. I would love to have you in the community. I'm also currently looking for kind people who are interested in becoming a mod for the server to keep it running and also to keep it safe. Once you join the server, you can go to the Meet the Mod section and comment and let me know if you are interested. The Discord server is going to be a very safe and all-inclusive place, so I definitely would like people to be there to make sure that it stays that way. Next to our well portal, I will add in the barrel table. I will then make some adjustments to some of these items. Now that we have the main furniture down, I wanted to take some time to add in some underbrush. So we will of course use the Sunlit Plateau grass, some beach grass, and a few Peaceful Meadow birch bushes here and there. I really love decorating in the rain while I'm inside or whether I'm doing an exterior build. It just feels so calming to me to listen to it while I'm decorating. I will continue to make adjustments as we go, but I also wanted to add in another crate. And before we add the finishing touches, I will plant the crops that I need. I will plant pumpkins in the larger plot to sell later. Pumpkins sell for $600 each, so just this plot alone will net me over $36K if I harvest with a friend, which will be great for me specifically. just for maintenance to make sure that I'm still able to buy whatever I want in Scrooge's shop daily. You can make your plots larger if you feel like you want more money. You can also cook the pumpkins that you harvest into pumpkin puffs, and those are pretty lucrative, but I just don't have the patience to do so. I'm planting wheat in this plot as I can never have enough for cooking, and it seems like it's almost in every recipe, but it also looks quite beautiful when it grows. When I think of farms, I think of a beautiful golden wheat field just cascading into the horizon, going on forever. So I wanted to add that touch to this build. For this plot, I wanted to plant some cotton as I always run out when I need to craft fabric. I will plant some random crops behind the cotton, and then I will also plant completely random crops in the small plot behind the pond. Okay, it's time to water our crops and wait for them to grow. Finally, we will put the finishing touches on our build. Barrels really add to the farmcore and the cottagecore vibe that we are going for, so we will decorate with those. I'm going to haphazardly throw in a bunch of items and then adjust them later. I will start with the birdhouse, the well, stack of logs, sunflower and daisy pots, a couple topiaries, some of the craftable autumn items, the pumpkin stack next to where the pumpkins will be growing, a stall, the old cart, the outhouse, and then another wooden table, flower discs, and also rectangular flower pots, and of course the Mickey Mouse arch. The tall potted plant and the tool rack I will also add in. When choosing these items, I am sticking to the color palette of red, orange, yellow, brown, and green, and white. So now that we have most of our items that are going to be in the build placed, I'm going to work on rotation and placement of the items. And this is where trial and error comes in with decoration, trying different places for each item, seeing what looks best. There really is no right or wrong answer to rotation and where your placement is. It's really subjective to you and what your preferences are. I normally like to group like a couple items together and not just put items in a straight line, as I feel like that isn't really something that you would see in real life. And I like to base my aesthetic off of real life places, what would be a real life place? Now that placement of items is complete, it is time to drop our floral elements and also our smaller items. I've chosen some seed bags to place on the tables, also the bag of peanuts, which I thought would be really cute in this farmcore build, and yellow and red florals to match our color palette. Remember to always rotate your flowers. I wanted to go for like a wild flower look to add to this farm build, this cottagecore build, because when you go to, I mean, I grew up in the country when I was younger, and it's more of like random places that flowers will sprout, and that is where like the beauty really shows, specifically with flowers on a farm. Okay, it is time to walk through our build and feel out the vibe. I feel very satisfied with this farming area, and it will be nice to harvest in a decorated area, as I'm so used to just digging a bunch of holes and not having like any decoration next to them once I'm harvesting.
This is a really amazing place.
Okay, Woody, you honor me by saying that as we walk through our completed build. I do love the side gardens next to Mickey's. I think it's a beautiful touch, and it's practical because a lot of the crops that we plant we use when we are gifting villagers, if we use them to sell, to make money, to craft items. So you can really change up what crops that you're planting in a build like this. Let me know in the comments how you decorated your farming plots. Thank you so much for spending time with me, and have a lovely day, my friends.